It's time to travel to the deep hills of Avernus! Will you join me in Senzo through this wicked adventure? The redeemed citadel awaits our arrival in the far beyond of these wicked lands! So will you join us in these adventures? Or will you watch the lands burn? Join me on this journey through these black lands and conquering the very evil! Welcome to the dark lands of Neverwinter! So are you ready to travel to the deep fires of Avernus, my friends? Yeah, that was me yelling at the beginning of the video, by the way. Dude, I should voice act for this game. What do you guys think? It was really awesome, man. I hope that gets you guys hyped for today's video, man. I try to do a lot of little cool edits, and I'm just curious to what my neighbors think of me when I'm screaming like I'm in a heavy metal band. This is my first time doing Avernus, by the way, alongside Senzo, so this was an absolute blast. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, but let's begin the journey through these dark lands. So we made way, beginning our adventures to Avernus, the wastelands of the beyond. To a castle we came where people needed help, trying to evacuate from the very demonic plague that passed upon these lands. Me and Senzo were excited for this experience as we have waited so long to finally travel to the deep fires of Avernus. We ventured forth, making our way to Avernus, capturing the city back from the demonic plague that ran through it. The very fire and flame would spread through these lands like an evil plague, an infection spent through the whim of your very soul. We would have to free these innocent lives from this place until we met John Neverwinter his very self. After passing through the gates of this overtaken castle, we would finally meet him. There he is, the John Wick of Neverwinter. We continued forth through this castle that has been overtaken by evil, and Senzo would move forth, making this problem one that was solved within seconds, annihilating the evil and bringing back the light partially to these lands of wickedry. We noticed a relic as I stood in the left side awkwardly, watching John Neverwinter slowly approach it.
This puzzle box is the key to my father's secrets. I hope there's still time to make things right.
About that. Forgot to mention this before. A dark omen has appeared in the skies. Does that mean anything?
Yes, it actually meant a lot. That meant evil was about to consume the very land itself. Valenhos had fallen, causing us to venture forth through the dark lands of Neverwinter to find Makos, our backup, because we needed help in order to get to the Avernus wastelands. So this was our only option, to travel through the deep darks of this very city that had been overtaken by a dark plague upon the land. Shrouded in darkness where no light could be seen, I looked upon the skies, noticing that something was wrong with this place, that evil had spread too far beyond these lands, and it was our mission to make way to Avernus, and we were one step closer, if not nearly there. Whilst traveling through the dark parts of the city, we came upon Makos conjuring a spell to vanquish the very evil himself with his very hands of might. I present to you, fellow adventurers, a mage from the far beyond, Makos. And me and Senzo would wait for Makos, the great mage from the far beyonds of Neverwinter, to conjure a spell that would lead us back into Valenhos, the land that had been overtaken by the very evil itself. These lands were far gone and consumed by darkness. But me and Senzo made our way through the keep of Valenhos until we met Lulu, the great Hollyphant, a weird little small elephant with wings. She terrified the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. But we would speak to Makos and finally make our way to the wicked lands of Avernus. Senzo had waited a lifetime to be able to explore this place alongside myself. Neverwinter went full Mad Max style when it came to traveling to Avernus, the wicked wastelands of the dark beyonds. This place was straight Mad Max style. Me and Senzo eventually came upon a forest full of the deep black darkness that would cover this land, and we would question our ventures, wondering if we'd be able to take on Zariel at the end of all of this. when she was corrupted, we would have to revisit her memories. Would we be able to complete this journey? The land was shrouded in darkness and in fire. Even I myself caught on fire for a second and it hurt really badly. I have 18-degree burns. I don't even know if that's possible, but I am burned now. Please help. But we would have to relive some of the memories of Zariel, explaining the fall of a great angel from Mount Celestia. One that would stand above all, but eventually fall to the very darkness within the lands of Neverwinter, falling to the very plague itself. We had never known that this would happen. Actually, Senzo had known this would all happen, but I didn't know, so we didn't know is why I'm saying that. But you guys get it. What the hell? Oh, and real quick, you guys. Oh my god, I gotta break character real quick, dude. This place is so fucking awesome, man. God damn, holy shit, dude. I had never been here. I just want to say, you guys, this place was so fucking cool. Oh my god, it was so epic. A bleeding lake or river, I mean. Holy shit, just all this cool shit that we could see. Senzo would actually end up Batman jumping off this cliff, and it was absolutely hilarious while I was sightseeing and checking this entire place out. It was so epic, and I finally made it to the redeemed citadel, and all I could say to Senzo when I was in a party with him was, holy shit, we have to get there now. I was mind blown, man. I couldn't even like fathom my words. I was like, dude, we gotta get there. Let's go now. We gotta go. We gotta go. And Senzo and me didn't really feel like beating through all of this campaign, so Senzo would give me a campaign completion token so that I could actually venture forth in that beautiful palace upon the mountainside. Holy fuck. I mean, just look at that, dude. God, it's so epic, dude. Holy shit, Avernus is awesome. But before Senzo gave me the campaign completion token, we would have to venture forth to visit Zariel's memories on why she had fallen in these evil lands. It was a mystery to myself on how such a great angel could fall to such a devious evil, one that could even be your companion within this game, which is absolutely epic. But Senzo would finally give me the campaign completion token. Actually, he gave me the wrong one. So, he had to buy me another one and then give me another campaign completion token. It was actually hilarious because we were like, why can I not go still? We were trying to figure it out. And it was because he gave me the wrong one. But don't worry, he eventually gave me the right one. And we were able to pursue the final memory and seeing how Zariel had fallen and given up her blade to join the very devils in this land. But after venturing through the final memory, it was time to travel through the deep caverns underneath the redeemed citadel, and it was almost time to face Zariel and to bring her back to the light from which she had left behind. We would not allow this to happen. We would travel through these caverns of wickedness throughout the lands of Neverwinter, clearing out any evil that stood in our way. Senzo was one of the most powerful warriors within this land. You remember Senzo from the channel if you've been here for a while. He used to be the Silver Warrior. Now he has turned to the darkness himself, but he uses his power of evil for good to slay other things of evil. And you can see that boss was shredded down into bits and pieces of nothing. We were one step closer to making it to Zariel and bringing her back to her glory within the redeemed citadel. This pathway underneath the redeemed citadel would lead us straight into the redeemed citadel. We would need to vanquish the evil while traveling through these evil areas of old within the lands of Avernus. We would not let it stand. We were so close, and we were so hyped. Senzo was reliving some of his very most critical moments in his life when it came to Neverwinter, and I was there to do it alongside with my brother. But finally we made it inside the redeemed citadel. I was so excited I flew up the fucking ramp in a split second, got up here and we annihilated this boss so that we may reclaim the sword in the center of this arena. It was time to finally face Zariel. Lulu the Great, the little elephant flying fucking thing, was ready as well. But as we went to grab the sword, Zariel raised it into the air and fell from the very heavens herself. The corrupted version of her fell down and was ready to fight us. We took a moment to appreciate this boss before we sent her back to the 9 hells and brought her redemption forth to her very soul. Me and Senzo both knew that we would annihilate her in only a few hits. We got rid of her commanders in a split second. Zariel stood no chance against us as great warriors from these lands. Senzo was an in-game DPS, and I was almost an in-game DPS. I'm kind of almost there, but I'm not there just yet. But we took a moment to appreciate how fucking cool this boss was. Zariel would fly in the air, slam down on the ground, do all types of cool attacks, fly up in the air, disappear, swipe her giant hammer of greatness, causing fire. I mean, look at her, gone, lands back down, charges up like she's about to go Super Saiyan. I mean, holy shit, this boss fight was well worth the journey through Avernus to achieve. It was insanely fucking cool. There's nothing else to say, but we would finally send her back to the fire and flame. Now we'll send her back. When the hell do we kill her? How long do we watch her, Senzo? There we go, destroy her! But finally we would bring Zariel forth to her ascension to being redeemed. And I want to shut up real quick and just let you guys listen to this cutscene because I thought this is really awesome and kind of emotional actually, so let's listen.
Zariel?
The Archdevil of Avernus will not be so easily defeated.
A moment of silence shrouded Zariel's mind as she realized her friend of long eternity, was dying in front of her. So she would have to make a choice, to proclaim the sword, or to watch her friends burn in the very fires of these lands.
Zariel? Please. My friend is back!
Approach, and I shall thank you properly.
So me and Senzo did it. I completed my first ever journey through Avernus, and the first time ever experiencing this place. It was so awesome, and I'm glad I was able to do it alongside Senzo, man. Fuck, dude, this was awesome, and huge shout out to Senzo for giving me the campaign tokens and everything, man. Really awesome, dude. He's been on the channel a few times. Met him through my YouTube channel. He's now one of my friends. We've been waiting to go here for quite some time, and he really wanted to experience this with me, and I wanted to experience this with him as well, and it was a great experience, dude. This was just mind-blowing. Well, thank you, Senzo, for joining me on this wicked adventure, man, and inviting me to join you in Avernus and telling me how amazing this place was going to be, and he wasn't lying. If you guys don't mind, leave a like, drop a subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the Patreon. It's free to join, by the way. I've never mentioned that it was free to join until now. If you want to join, then feel free to check out the Patreon. There's also a community Discord for the channel if you'd like to communicate with me better and have a chance to join me in the wicked lands of Neverwinter. Well, there's no chance. I'll straight up just invite you. There's a 100% chance I'll invite you. But anyways, fellow adventurers from the far beyonds of the wicked lands of Neverwinter, this is the end of the video, of course. And yeah, you guys, I'll see you next time, and y'all stay safe in the wicked lands of Neverwinter. Peace out, my friends.